Hey everyone, in this video we'll learn how to express series and partial sums using sigma notation. So first let's talk about what sigma is. It looks like this, and it is a Greek letter, sigma. It's the capital sigma specifically, and this sigma, it stands for sum, and it will help us find series and partial sums. It's a way to express it. So how we would express sigma notation is we would put an n equals 1 at the bottom, and at the top, let's put a 4, so that's our index of summation, and then right over here inside the sigma, we are going to put our formula for our sequence. So we have the sigma notation from n equals 1 to 4 of 2n plus 1. What does this mean? So that means you are going to iterate through this formula 2n plus 1 from n equals 1 all the way through 4. So you're going to go through 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's go through it together. 2n plus 1, well, n, we're starting at 1, so that'll be 2 times 1 plus 1. Plus, so that's our first iteration. And then our second iteration, now we just did 1, now we're going to do 2. So next is 2n, so n is now 2. 2 times 2 plus 1. So we've just done 2, now we'll do 3. 2 times 3 plus 1. And we're up to the last part. The last n is 4. So that would be 2 times 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1. So let's go ahead and evaluate each of these. So this first one, what's 2 times 1? That's 2. Plus 1 is 3. And this next one, 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. This next one, 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. And this next one, 2 times 4 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. So 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 9 is 24. There we go. So we have evaluated this partial sum right here to be 24. And you might recognize these numbers, 3, 5, 7, and 9. In the previous video, we talked about a sequence with these numbers. 3, 5, 7, 9. I think there was also a 1 in there. No, it was 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11 as well. But over here, we were just adding the first 4 terms, 3, 5, 7, 9. And this sequence could go up to 11. It could be an infinite sequence as well. But basically, that's how the sigma notation would work. You have the formula for the sequence in here, 2n plus 1, and you have the index of summation. So from n equals 1 to through all the way through n equals 4. And once you iterate through this formula, 2n plus 1, all the way from 1 through 4, and then you add up all of them, then you will get a partial sum, 24. Because 24 is just the partial sum of the sequence with the same formula. So this sequence right here that has the same formula, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11, the partial sum, s sub 4, is simply the sum of the first 4 terms, 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9, which is 24. So sigma notation is a way to express series and partial sums. And let's go through one more example. Let's say we have sigma starting at n equals 2 all the way to 6 of 3n minus 1. So let's evaluate this together. So over here, we're actually starting at 2, n equals 2. So all the way in our formula right here, 3n minus 1, we're going to start with 2. So 3 times 2 minus 1 is our first iteration, plus, and then the next number is 3. So 3 times 3 minus 1. And the next one plus, so the next number is 4. So 3 times 4 minus 1. And we're going all the way up to 6, because 6 is the last n that we're going to stop at, the last value for n. So we're going to do it again for 5, so 3 times 5 minus 1. And one more time for 6. 3 times 6 minus 1. There we go. So what is this? 3 times 2 minus 1, so 3 times 2 is 6, minus 1 is 5. Plus 3 times 3 is 9, minus 1 is 8. Plus 3 times 4 is 12, minus 1 is 11. Plus 3 times 5 is 15, minus 1 is 14. Plus 3 times 6 is 18, minus 1 is 17. We can add up all these, so 5 plus 8 is 13. 13 plus 11 is 24. 24 plus 13, or 24 plus 14 is 38. And 38 plus 17, so that's 38 plus 17. Just blanking out on it. 38 plus 17, 55. There we go. And that's how we evaluate the sigma right here. This equals 55. And this is also just the partial sum of terms 2 through 6, where the formula of the sequence is 3n minus 1. So if we go ahead and list out that sequence, 3n minus 1, let's find 3n minus 1 when n equals 1. So 3 times 1 minus 1, that equals 2. So the first term of the sequence is actually 2. And then the other terms are right here. 5, 8, 11, 14, 17. 5, 8, 11, 14, 17. But this sigma notation right here, we start at 2, and we're going all the way through 6. So we're not adding the first 7 terms. We're actually adding the last 6 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 5 terms. Because we're adding terms 2 through 6. Because this is the first term right here. And then this is the second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, and sixth term. So we're adding terms 2 through 6. So the sigma notation adds up all of those terms that we've just circled. So that's how the sigma notation works, and that's how it represents partial sums in series. I hope this video helps, and if you have any questions at all, please leave them down in the comments below, and thank you for watching.